Question number 1A. The following data shows the number of goals scored by 33 teams in a season for a professional league in a particular year. Construct a box and whiskers plot to represent the above data and identify the outlier. Hence, interpret the shape of the data.
Okay, so for this question, we must do the stem and leaf diagram. First, based on this data, we have to find the lowest number and the highest number to construct the stem and leaf diagram. So, okay, starting with number 1. 1 and 18 is the lowest number, so 1 should be the stem, 8 should be the leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 95 is the highest number, so 5 should be the leaf. Okay, then key is 1/8 means 18. Okay.
To plot the box whiskers, first we must find the first quartile, median and third quartile. First quartile is R equals to 1/4 times 33 equals to 8.25 observation. We must round off it to get 9th observation, which is in the data we can get 37.
How do we get this 33 from?
This 33, we get it from this data. We must count. We must count the data. Okay, is it?
Yes. Second, median. We can get it by use formula R equals to 2/4 times 33, and we get 16/5 observation. We must round off it to get 17 observation. In the data, we look at 7 observation, we can get 48. And the last one, we find the third quartile using R is equals to 3/4 times 33 equals to 24.75 observation. We must round off it to get 25 observation, and in the data we can get 68.
Then we have to find lower inner fence by using formula Q1 minus 1.5 Q3 minus Q1. So from the answer before, Q1 is 37 minus 1.5. Q3 we get 68 minus Q1 37, and we will get the answer negative 9.5. After that, we have to find upper inner fence by using formula Q3 plus 1.5 Q3 minus Q1. From the answer above, Q3 we get 68 plus 1.5 Q3 68 minus Q1 37, and we will get the answer 140.5.
Okay, from what we calculate before, we can construct the box and whisker plot. We have to plot first. We have to plot the lower inner fence, which is 9.5, negative 9.5. Is we have to plot this. Okay, next we have to plot the upper inner fence. Okay, which is 114.5. So the lowest data which we get from the data before, which is 18. We have to plot it here, 18, and then we have to plot the Q1, which we calculate before, which is 37. Then plot Q2, which is 48, and Q3, which is 68. Okay, so the highest number in the data is 95. So this is our box and whisker plot. Next, we have the question asks us to identify the outlier. So in this box and whisker plot, it doesn't have outlier. So the next question is to interpret the shape of the data. So we have to do the distribution. We have to plot the Q1, Q2, and Q3. So from the distribution, we see that this is the positively skewed distribution. Okay, and the next question is, the table below shows the overtime allowance obtained by a sample of 30 workers in a steel factory. The first question is, calculate the mean, median, standard deviation for the above sample. So here we get 30 is the n, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
To calculate the mean, median, and standard deviation, we must create a box or a table which consists of class boundary, f, cumulative frequency, midpoint, fx, x square, and fx square. To find class boundary, we must minus 100 with the 99, then divide by 2 to get the class boundary. To get the lower boundary, we can take the 0 and minus it with the 0.5, and to get the upper boundary, we can take 99 and plus it with 0.5, and then continue with the next column. The frequency given in the data is 4, 5, 8, 6, 4, 3. And then
summation of f is 30, right?
yes.
Okay, how to find the cumulative frequency?
To find the cumulative frequency, we have to total up the frequency one by one. 4 plus 5 equal to 9, and then 9 will plus with 8 equal to 17, and 17 plus 6 will be 23. 23 plus 4, we will get 27. And
then we should get 30.
Yes.
At the last, right?
Yes.
How to find the midpoint of this table?
To find the midpoint, we have to total up the class boundary, the upper class boundary and lower class boundary, and divide by 2. For example, for the first column, negative 0.5 plus 99.5, and divide by 2, and we will get the answer 49.5. Yes.
Next, we must find fx to use it for find mean. Fx, we just take the frequency that we get and times it with midpoint. Second, we must find x square, and fx square to use it in standard deviation. So for mean, we can use formula summation of fx divided by summation of f. The summation of fx which is 485 divided by 30. We can get the answer is
282.83.
yes. Next, we want to find median. For find median, we can use formula L plus n over 2 minus f k minus 1 divided by f k times with c. The L in mean is lower boundary. N over 2
Because we want to find median.
yes, and f k
Cumulative frequency before the class.
yes. And then fk, the frequency of the class, time with c.
The class size.
Yes. The lower boundary of the class is 199.5 plus with median 30 over 2 minus cumulative frequency before the class, which is 9, and divided by the frequency of the class, which is 8, and times with the class size, which is 100, and we can get the answer is
274.5.
yes.
How to find the standard deviation?
To find the standard deviation, you have to use formula S equal to Z summation fx square minus summation fx bracket square over summation f per summation f minus 1. So from the data above, we get Z
Summation of fx square.
for summation fx square, we get
507.5 minus with 8,485 square
Over 30.
divided by 30 divided by summation of f we get just now is 30 minus 1.
Yes.
So the answer is 157.62.
So the last question is to find the Pearson coefficient of skewness, and then to find this Pearson coefficient of skewness, we have to use the formula 3 mean minus median over S. Mean that we get before is 282.83 minus 274.5 divided by 151.62. So what's the answer?
0.1648.
So this is positive, right? So we get the skewness is positively skewed.